Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living, and today we're going to go over my final thoughts of the Wismec RX 300 and the Pharoah RTA by Rip Trippers. So I have used this mod combo for about 4 days now. And I'll be honest with you, after about 2 days, I stopped taking it out of the house. I just leave it at home. It's just too bulky to carry around for me. Now, my buddy at work who has this, this freaking fool's an idiot. He's always vaping at 350 or 375 watts on the regular. I said, dude, you're just fucking crazy. But he carries this thing around. He wound up having to buy a new one. Remember how I told you in my first look about the 510 popped off? It got to where he couldn't put it back in. It was just loose as hell and he just couldn't do it. And he's a dripper, so when you're a dripper and your 510 pops out, you just can't drip. So he had to buy another one after only a month of having it. So that's kind of one of the things that's kind of deterred me from using it a lot, because I don't want that to happen. But it wasn't just that. It's just like this compared to the Smoke Tech GX350. The 350 just feels more comfortable in hand. I like the customization of the menu system to where you can add your logos or whatever else you want, different images on there. But the Smoke 350 to me, like I said, feels better in the hand. Menu system's easier for Smoke. The display screen has more information. I just prefer Smoke myself. Even though when it's got 4 batteries in it, it's a little heavier than this one, but it's just because right now it's empty. The body just feels it's just light. Now I do love the battery door in this thing. Don't get me wrong, that's the biggest thing about this thing that I love, is the battery door. It's so easy to get in and out of with or without batteries. And the edges here, it's like there's no curve. It's just sharp edges. It's just not comfortable for me. It's just not comfortable for me to carry around all day. So I wound up leaving it here, and I used it while I was home. So when it comes to mod performance, it is what it is. I updated it, and for whatever reason, it would not go beyond 275 watts, even though I was able to do 3 initially. But I did email Wismec, and they replied back and asked if I was able to go up to 400 watts without the Addy. And I was, but once I put the atomizer back on, it went down to 275. She said that the wattage is determined upon the coil resistance and Addy resistance as a whole. So just because, even though it's advertised to 400 watts, it won't let you go to 400 watts for some fucking reason. She said use a lower resistance. I'm like, hell, I'm already using a 0.11. So I don't know, something with the software, but maybe you can explain it to me. I don't know. So what type of resistance or setup would I need for this thing to actually go to 400 watts? That's the question. I just don't know. And you may notice I'm using a different camera this time. I'm trying something new. I'll see how it works out. But it may be good, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, my thoughts on this is, if you're going to buy a quad battery, buy the Smoke GX350. My personal opinion. Now, this thing, when in my first look video last week, the Pharoah, I was raving of how great the flavor is, how it just tasted amazing. The cloud production was awesome. The flavor was great. I was raving about it. However, shortly after recording, that flavor went away. What I realized is, when it's a fresh wick and fresh drip on top of the cotton, the flavor is tremendous. However, once that starts sucking the juices from the bottom, the flavor fell off. There's just no flavor there. And dry hits galore. Like, even though this is a 0.111 build, I was only maybe 80 watts, and I was still getting dry hits when I was doing a chain vape. So I don't know, I'm very, very disappointed in the Pharoah RTA because of those couple of reasons, dry hits and flavor fall off. The flavor didn't stay. They don't give a damn what anybody tells you. The flavor does not stay. Unless maybe you might know something that I don't know. I don't think so though, but I've tried different watts from 80 to even higher watts because of my build to try to get that flavor. And I've had other people comment on some other videos that I've commented on saying they have the same problem about the flavor staying on, you know. It's like the flavor just goes off. So I don't know. When it comes to an RTA, this build deck is great. It's easy as hell. So I think I'm going to go ahead. From what I understand, the Pharoah dripper is the same build deck. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get I'm going to go ahead and get a Pharoah dripper. Because if I can keep that flavor immensely, like I did initially on this, from a dripper, then it would be perfect. It'd be amazing. So I'm going to get the Pharoah dripper and try that out. But disappointed in the Pharoah RTA myself, personally. If you have either one of these devices, let me know your thoughts about them and see if I'm on point, see if I missed any points or anything. Because, you know, I'm not perfect, and none of these reviews are perfect. We may miss some things while we're sitting here talking about these items, but or not even think about checking about other things or other points or topics about the item as well. So now, if you know something that I don't know about this, or if you don't really care about flavor, you're just looking for cloud production, then go ahead and pick this up. I mean, it wasn't very expensive to begin with. But, you know, vaping is all about flavor, you know, regardless of what people want to say. You want to taste the good liquids. Otherwise, why even bother? Because, you know, you go back to cigarettes or something. So I wouldn't recommend buying the Pharoah because of the lack of flavor. I personally would not. But that's totally your call. But that was this week's devices. The Wismec Relo RX300 and the Pharoah RTA Bio Trippers. Excited in the beginning. Great flavor. I was really, really ecstatic in the first video about the RTA. But overall, after using it for a couple of days, a few days now, I wouldn't rebuy it. I wouldn't rebuy either one of them. As a matter of fact, they're going to go back. I brought them off my shelf just because of doing this video. They're going to go back on the shelf right back here in just a minute. If you notice, this is on the Addy stand. And I told you this don't even have any batteries in it. So I'm going to go back on the shelf with the rest of my stuff back there. So I want to ask you in this video, next week, I have either the Relo 2.3 or the Fuchai 213. I'm gonna patch the icon up with one, and I'm gonna match the icon RDA up with one of them. I'm gonna match the GoVAD RDA up with another one. So tell me, which RDA do you want to see, icon or GoVAD, along with which device? The Fuchai 213 or the Relo 2.3. But I also have like 3 or 4 different tube mechs coming in as well, so I may want to switch it up with one of those mechs. But either way, I do thank you very, very much for watching, and until the next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.